Hello there, everyone. This is Delana from Delana's Yoga Suite, and I want to welcome you to this month's session, September's Pranayama Yoga. Today, we're going to be working with cooling breath. So this is an open level session. No experience is necessary, but definitely make sure that you take care of yourself throughout your session. As you can see behind me, I do have some props. And I'll definitely go over on how you can use these props throughout your session. And feel free to take on your child's pose at any time throughout your session if you need to take a break, if you need to reconnect with the breath. Again, this is an open level session, and we will be doing a lot of breath work within this practice. So definitely be mindful on your breath and how you feel, and within your body as well. So if you need to take a break at any time, I encourage you to do that at all times. You can always take on your child's pose, and we'll definitely go over that as we get into the practice. Feel free to share this session at any time with your family and friends. And if you have any questions, comments, feel free to leave them in the comment section of your box. And right after the session, I'll definitely feel free to answer any of your questions for you. And with that said, we're going to go ahead and get started without further ado. So we're going to go ahead and bring ourselves into that comfortable seated position. And I'm going to create my comfortable seated position using a blanket here. Feel free to use a beach towel, a blanket, a pillow, anything that can assist you with cushioning your seat. You can even press your back up against the wall. So feel free at any time to create this comfortable position. And if your first position doesn't feel comfortable, feel free to change it with a second. You can cross your legs if this feels comfortable. For those who would like to take it an extra notch, you can come into your half lotus, where you take one of the legs, one of your feet, one of the heels, tuck it into the right corner of your hip, or try to draw that heel as close to the hip as possible. You can also use a block or blanket, a pillow, a bolster to stack underneath your knee and thigh if you do need that support, especially if that knee is high. And as you can see, my knee is kind of high, my hips are kind of tight a little bit. So feel free to kind of use that cushioning to support you. You can also come into full lotus, where you take the opposite leg, cross it over your top leg, and tuck both heels into the hips. So that's your first option, one of many. You can straighten the legs out in front of you. You can sit on top of the knees. So again, remember, this is your seated position, and you have to decide on what feels comfortable for you. And your body will let you know which is best. So as you bring yourself into this comfortable seated position, wherever that is, however you can get there, go ahead and tilt your hips and pelvis forward, lengthening the spine. Rolling the shoulders up, around, and back. Really stretch your head and neck toward the ceiling. Taking your wrists and draping them across the knees and thighs. Palms facing up in case you need energy. Palms facing down in case you need grounding. For meditation, your thumb and pointer fingers can touch at the tips. The three fingers can extend. Kasepana Mudra, where the palms are pressed together, and then you interlace your fingers except for your pointer fingers. Point both pointer fingers toward the floor while pressing your palms into the belly button. Sometimes you need a little bit of everything or more than one thing. So if you need a little bit of energy and grounding, feel free to place one palm up and one palm down. In yoga, we're only breathing in and out of the nostrils, so we're going to take a really deep breath in through the nose. And then slowly exhale to release the breath. Take that deep breath in through the nostrils once again. Exhale to release the breath. So we're going to slowly breathe in through the nose. We're going to slide the breath across the forehead. We're going to guide the breath across the crown of the head, the neck and shoulders. We're going to feel the breath roll down into the arms, the tips of the fingers, the chest and shoulder blades. Breathing deep into the left and right rib cage, the stomach and lower back, the left and right hips, the thighs, the knees and shins, the tops of the feet and toes. And just for a moment, allow that breath to fully inflate the body. Really blow the body up as if you're blowing up a balloon. And once you can take in no more breath, once you've reached your maximum capacity, slowly feel the breath leave the body, lifting from your tips of the toes, the balls of the feet, the inner arches and heels. Feel your breath roll across the ankles, the calves, underneath your knees and thighs, lifting from your left and right hip, the stomach and lower back, the left and right rib cage, the chest and shoulder blades, the tips of the fingers, the arms, the shoulders, the neck, the chin. Feeling the breath leave the nostrils. And continue breathing on your own, inflating the body from all directions, creating space and energy, creating calm. Exhale to release the breath. Relax the mind, releasing anything that happened before you came to the mat, releasing anything that may or may not happen when you leave the mat. Only allowing your breath to be here right now. Exhale to relax the muscles and bones of the mind and body and just really let go. Coming into our pranayama practice, cooling breath. Feel free to slowly create a small O with the lips. And as you slowly breathe in through the mouth, slowly exhale to release the breath. If you can also take your tongue and slightly stick it out of the mouth, curling the outer edges of the tongue, creating a tube with your tongue, and breathe in and out of your tongue. Elongating the breath, no matter where you are. So if you do have issues with curling the tongue, definitely feel free to create a small O with the lips here. This is your cooling breath. We will be using this pranayama practice throughout our session. So every third or fourth breath that we hold within a pose, we're going to activate this cooling breath. So slowly breathe in once again with your cooling breath, whether you have a small O or tube of the tongue. Exhale. Breathing in. Exhale. Slowly return your breath to its natural flow of rhythm. From here, we're going to take a deep breath in, and feel free to change the crossings of your legs. Feel free to change your seated position. We're going to come into our cow face arms. But first and foremost, we're going to take our fingertips and palms and press them on either side of the seat and hips, lifting the heart, relaxing the shoulders. Slowly breathe in, lifting your arms and shoulder width apart, pressing the palms together, interlace the fingers, and push your palms away from the body. Continue to lift the heart and relax the shoulders, pressing the crown of the head toward the ceiling. Take that deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, push away. Lift the heart. Breathing in. Exhale, push away. This time we're going to breathe in through the nostrils. And coming into our cooling breath with either a small O or tube of the tongue. Breathe in. Exhale. Slowly breathe in, return to your natural flow of breath, lifting your arms above the head. We're going to come into our cow face arms from here. So lowering your right arm behind the back, pressing the back of your right hand into the lower back. Take your left hand and press it into the top of your spine. So with your cow face arms, this is a really awesome shoulder opener. Now I'm going to show you what it looks like from behind. So again, we're pointing that right elbow toward the floor. Your left elbow will point up toward the ceiling. We're rolling the shoulders back. You're going to feel that heart lift. And we want the head and neck to lift. So we don't want that head and neck to push down, which you'll tend to feel, especially with the hand that's lifting up toward the ceiling. So rock your head and neck back. Lift your heart, roll the elbows back, and pin them into the body. If you're able to interlace your fingers here, feel free to. If you're able to hold on to your shirt, you can have one hand hold on to the top of the shirt, one hand to the bottom. If you have a strap, if you have a string, if you have anything with length that is stable enough for you to hang on to, you can take your left hand and hold on to the top part of your string, strap, or belt if you're using that. Swing that string, strap, or belt behind your back. As one hand holds on to the top, you're going to take your bottom hand and hold on to the bottom of your strap, string, or belt. Walk the hands together until the body says stop. So listening to your body here. Walking them together. You're still rolling the shoulders back, pinning the elbows into the body. Be very careful with the shoulder opener. If you have any shoulder issues, loosen up your hands. Definitely use a string or strap here. and just kind of gently bend your left elbow to the side of the body while you gently bend and press the back of the hand into the lower back. Lift the heart and roll the shoulders back. So if you have shoulder issues, injuries, or recent surgeries, you don't want to lift that top elbow to the ceiling. You want to point it out to the side, and you want to just gently press the back of the right hand into the lower body, kind of pull that elbow out a little bit. But again, if your shoulders feel all right, lifting the shoulders here. Again, you can always change your seated position. You don't have to remain in that same seated position. Feel free to change it if you need to. We're going to lift here, and we're also going to come into our forward fold while in our cow face arms pose. So wherever you are within your seated position, lifting from the heart, relax the shoulders back, lift the head and neck. Take a deep breath in, exhale, roll forward into your forward fold. So even if it's just a little bit, hold here, but if you feel comfortable with rolling forward, make sure you roll with your chest first. Your head and neck is still slightly lifting. We're going to breathe here. We're still rolling the shoulders back no matter where we are. Breathing in through the nose. Exhale. Breathing in. Exhale. Breathing in. Exhale. Coming into our cooling breath with either a small O with the lips or two with the tongue. Breathe in. Slowly breathe out. Returning yourself to your natural flow of breath. We're going to slowly tighten the stomach and lift the torso. From your cow face arms, slowly relax your arms here. Slowly and gently do so. We've done something pretty special with the shoulders. We want to make sure we take care of the shoulders. Feel free to rock your shoulders and arms from side to side. From here, we're going to switch sides. So taking in that deep breath in through the nostrils. Slowly lift your arms above the head. Palms can face each other. This time, we're going to take the right palm and press the right palm into the top of the spine. Taking your left hand, rolling the back of your left hand into the lower back. Roll your shoulders back. If you have shoulder issues, shoulder surgery, loosen the elbows. You don't necessarily just roll the elbows further out to the side. You can gently press the fingertips and the palm of your right hand into the back of the head if you need to. And you can also press the left hand to the side of the body to still roll the shoulders back and lift the heart. So then, again, this is your cow face arms. If you feel all right with adjusting your shoulders here. Again, if you're able to interlace your fingers, feel free to. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart, pin the elbows into the body. One side may feel looser than the other. You can hold on to your shirt here with one hand holding on to the top of your shirt, the bottom hand holding on to the bottom half of your shirt, or you can use a strap, belt, or string to hold on to, so your right hand can hold on to the top of the strap, string, or belt. Your left hand can hold on to the bottom part. And try to walk your hands together here. Maybe you'll be able to touch the fingertips, maybe not. But the important thing is that you feel comfortable in your cow face arms. We're doing a little bit of work within the shoulders here. So take a deep breath in through the nose. We're going to come into our forward fold. So lead with your chest, lift your head and neck, roll forward either a little bit or a lot. So make sure the chest leads first. Breathing here in through the nostrils. Exhale. Breathing in. Exhale. Inhale. Continue to lift the head just a little bit. Exhale. Lead with the chest. Roll the elbows back. Coming breath with either that small O with the lips or a tube with the tongue. Breathe in. Exhale. Slowly breathe in, returning to your natural flow of breath, lifting your torso. Take another exhalation, release your arms and hands. You're going to shake out the arms and hands. So from here, we're going to come into our back bend. So go ahead and straighten the legs out in front of you. Walking yourself to the top part of your mat or any place near your space. Tilting the hips and pelvis forward, lift the heart and relax the shoulders. Feel free to take your finger pads and rest them underneath your thighs, or you can reach your arms in front of the shoulders, palms facing each other. Your palms can press together or your fingers can interlace. Tighten your stomach from your left hip to the right hip. Lift the heart and relax the shoulders. Point your toes forward. So before we're used to flexing the feet, but this time we're going to point the toes forward. Slowly breathe in and slide your spine down one vertebrae at a time down into the mat and floor. Your arms are going to rest beside the body. Palms are going to press down. So from here we're going to come into our fish pose, Matsyadrasana. So taking your palms, arms, and hands, we're going to start to walk them underneath your body. You literally want to sit on the backs of both of your hands. So go ahead and bend the knees here. Feel free to adjust. Walking yourself, lifting either side of the body, walking your arms in. To help you walk your arms in underneath your body, you can interlace your fingers and pull the interlaced fingers toward the heels. You should feel your chest and heart pop up just a little bit as you walk your arms underneath the body. Continue to walk the arms up until you feel that chest pop up. Squeeze the shoulder blades in. So as you feel that heart lift here, we're still going to point the toes. We're going to really breathe in through the nose and bend the elbows, press into your forearms and palms, lift from your heart, and feel your head and then just kind of gently drop back. Propping yourself up on your forearms and palms. If you're looking for a little bit of a challenge here, you can lift your toes and feet off the mat and floor. And if you're still looking for a little bit of a challenge, you feel comfortable with squeezing the shoulder blades in and lifting the heart, you can lift from the heart here. Allow the head to just gently press into the mat and floor as you lift the arms. So again, this is your fish pose. The elbows can bend a lot or a little bit. Your head does not have to fully lift off of the mat and floor. You can just gently just kind of tap it into the mat and floor here. And we're lifting from the heart no matter where we are. The shoulder blades are really squeezed in, the toes are pointed. And we're going to breathe here. Inhale. Exhale. So really feel that chest lift. Inhale. Exhale. Bend into the forearms. Inhale. Exhale. Coming into that cooling breath with a small O or tube of the tongue. Breathe in. Exhale. Slowly lift from the heart, flatten the body, and slowly release your arms from underneath the body. Feel free to rock from side to side even here. From here, we're going to go ahead and bend the knees once again, and we're going to come into our joyful baby. So, from joyful baby, go ahead and take your knees here. As they're already bent toward the ceiling, and if they're not, go ahead and start to. Go ahead and lift your feet and press your feet toward the ceiling as if you're trying to walk on the ceiling. Bend the knees and separate your knees to the width or further out to the outskirts of your torso and stomach. Continue to press your feet toward the ceiling. Leaving the head and neck still, feel free to press your palms and hands into the inside of your thighs. Feel free to press your hands to your shins and calves. You can take your hands and press into the inner arches of your feet. You can take your pointer finger, middle finger, and wrapping it around the big toe. closing the space with the thumb. So again, this is your joyful baby. You can remain here, joyful baby, or you can rock from side to side, massaging your full spine, feeling that lower back release, but most importantly, feeling the hips open a little bit here. So again, you want the knees to be separated as much as possible to the outskirts of your torso, the feet pressing to the ceiling. Another way to get into your joyful baby, you can take a strap or string. Let me grab that once again. And you may want to use two of these. So let me grab another strap. And with a double strap, a double string, a double belt hold, as you bend the knees here, you can wrap one strap around the bottom of the foot, and as that one foot bends, you can take the opposite foot. Strap can hold on to the opposite foot, and you can hold on to the legs of the straps, sliding your feet as close or as far away from your feet as possible, but holding on to the straps and still holding on to your joyful baby. You feel free to play with your joyful baby. Feel free to enjoy it. For me, joyful baby, it is kind of relaxing here. It kind of reverses the circulations in the legs and feet, kind of giving that circulation a little bit of a rest here. Your blood flow kind of reversing a little bit. You can also kind of play with this even further if you feel comfortable with just straightening the knees and drawing the toes a little bit closer to the mat and floor or even the face. Opening up and stretching those hamstrings here. Still releasing that lower back. And from here, we're just going to breathe in through the nose. Exhale. Breathing in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Creating that cooling breath even from here. We're going to even create that small O with the lips or the tube with the tongue. And we're going to slowly breathe in. Then slowly breathe out. And whenever you're ready, take that deep breath in. Exhale, slowly bend the knees further, rolling the knees and thighs together. Slowly inhale, release the bottoms of your feet into the mat and floor. And from here, we're just going to rock the knees from side to side for a second. And whenever we're ready, we're just going to flip ourselves over, coming into hands and knees, tabletop pose. Palms resting underneath the shoulders, knees hip-width distance apart, the tops of the feet resting to the mat and floor. There are a couple of ways to get into your child's pose, your Balasana pose. You can press the knees and thighs together so that when you press your seat back, you get a full release of your spine and you get a little bit of a massage with your upper and within your intestines, both small and large. You can separate your knees to the width of the mat, allowing the big toes to touch, so that when you press your seat back, you're fully releasing your torso and face into the mat floor. Arms can extend in front of the body, or your arms can relax beside the body. And if you feel your nose and face smushing into the mat and floor, just gently turn your head to the side, either left or right. This is the pose that I was talking about a little bit earlier. If you need to take that break, if you need to reconnect with your breath, this is the pose that you want to come into. And the great thing again about your child's pose, you can adjust it so that pillows and blankets can cushion underneath the knees. If you need to elevate the head because the blood is kind of rushing to your head a little bit, because the head is lower than the hips here, you can stack the head using a hard back book, a yogi block. You use an extra pillow here, an extra blanket. So the goal here is to be as comfortable as possible, so that it leaves you a lot easier ways to reconnect with your breath. Breathing here, inhale, exhale. Breathing in, exhale. Breathing in, exhale. Breathing in, exhale. Breathing in, exhale. Slowly and gently lift your body. Slide your palms underneath your shoulders. Lift the torso, come back into hands and knees, tabletop pose. Spread the fingertips wide and slowly walk your knees underneath each hip and continue to press the tops of the feet into the mat and floor. You can always use a pillow, a bolster, a blanket to cushion underneath the knees. If you need that additional support with the knees, you can also do that with your wrists, especially if you have carpal tunnel syndrome. You can use that pillow or blanket to press underneath your palms and fingers to give you that additional cushioning here. So this is always an option. You really want to always take care of the mind and body here. So first and foremost, feel free to remain here. If this is as far as the body will allow you to go. If your body says, this is my limit, hold here. But if you're interested in coming into your first downward facing dog of the day, feel free to curl the toes under, press within the balls of the feet, and stretch all of your toes, even the pinky toe. Continue to spread the palms, the fingertips apart. Press your palms into the mat and floor and lock your elbows. Very important. You want your body weight to shift from the body to the mat and floor. Take a deep breath in through your nose, and whenever you're ready to exhale, lift your knees off the mat and floor, lift the seat and hips, and push your head in between the elbows. So as we remain here in downward facing dog, always remember you can adjust your downward facing dog. You can press your ankles and feet together. You can separate your feet hip width distance apart or the width of the mat. Hands and knees, tabletop pose will always welcome you if you need to come out of that pose. Child's pose, Balasana will always welcome you as well. So don't feel like you have to hold your pose. If you need to take that break, go ahead. If you need to change and create that modification, feel free to. So we're going to hold here. Lift the seat and hips high. If you feel tightness in your hamstrings or calves, feel free to lift and lower your heels. You can pedal the heels. You can also put a small or big bend into your knees here. So no matter where you are within your downward facing dog, make sure you're as comfortable as possible. So coming into your downward facing dog, lift the seat and hips high, push the head back without moving the hands and feet. So you want to push the head in between the elbows. To deepen your downward facing dog, really bend the knees, press the seat back, push yourself back, draw the head a little bit closer to the mat. Holding here for just a few breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Breathing in. Exhale. Coming into that cooling breath here. With a small or two with the tongue, breathe in. Exhale. Slowly breathe in, lifting your left leg off the floor just a little bit. Straighten your left leg if you're in a three-legged table. Exhale to hopscotch, walk, run. However you can walk that left foot in between your fingertips and palms. Feel free to use your blocks here, and I can show you real quick how you can use your blocks, hardback books, cans of fruit and vegetables, anything that'll help you with your low lunge. So you can place each of your props on either side of the left foot. Remember, you can always change the height if you need to, and if your prop allows you to change the height, feel free to do that. Remember, this is your low lunge. Make sure your left knee sits over top of the ankle. Your right knee can rest into the mat floor, or you can curl the toes under and straighten that right knee. Just make sure you slide the right foot back and drop everything into the hips. Lift the head, neck, and chest. Relax the shoulders. Again, everything should drop into your hips. Your hips, your stomach, and chest should square with your mat and floor. Breathing here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Coming into that cooling breath with a small O or tube of the tongue. Breathe in. Exhale. Returning to your natural flow of breath. We're going to slowly roll that right heel down into the mat and floor. Point your right toes to the right side of the mat. And different times, walk that right foot so that it's slightly behind the left foot. Tighten your core here just a little bit. We're going to take our left hand and or block or hardback book or whatever prop that you're using. Sit your left hand or prop anywhere to the inside or outside of your left foot, inside or outside of the left leg. You can also take your left hand, bend at the elbow, take your forearm, and lift the torso a little bit, pressing that left forearm on top of your left thigh. Make sure you really bend into that front knee and that it's stabilized over top of that ankle. So that's another option. From here, take your right shoulder, peel open your right shoulder, pointing your palm in the same direction as your head, neck, and chest are pointing. If you have hypertension, high blood pressure, shoulder issues, rest that right hand into the hip. Twist your belly button up toward the ceiling and rotate that shoulder as you take your vision up toward the ceiling. If you have any neck issues, look straight ahead. Breathing here, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen the spine, relax the shoulders. Exhale. Another way to come into your side angle, you can bend that right knee. Point your right knee toward the right side of the room. Twist your torso open. The same thing applies with the hands. Again, this is your side angle. Breathing in. Exhale to twist. Coming into your cooling breath, breathe in. Exhale. Tightening the core, rock the torso up. We're automatically in our warrior two. So really bend into the front knee, relax the shoulders, palms can press at heart center, arms can extend. Turn your head over that left shoulder this time. Breathing here, inhale. Exhale, sink into your front knee, press into your back foot. Lean back and relax. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Take a deep cooling breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Straightening the left leg. Slowly lower the arms. Take that deep breath in. Slowly lift your left toes and point them in the same direction as the right. This time we're going to take the right toes, point them to the opposite direction as the mat. Breathing here, inhale. Exhale, bend into your right knee this time. Bending that right knee over top of the ankle. Arms lifting the shoulders apart, warrior two, Virabhadrasana two. Turn your head over that right shoulder, fingertips spread. Breathing here, inhale. Exhale, sink deep, relax the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, press into your back foot. Inhale. Exhale, come into your cooling breath with a small O or tube of the tongue. Breathe in. Exhale. Return to your natural flow of breath. Or feel free to continue with your cooling breath. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, tilt forward. This time you can take your right hand, bend at the elbow, press your right forearm over top of the right thigh. Your left hand can reach up toward the ceiling. Your left hand can press into the hip. Feel free to use your props here. Coming into your side angle. Your block, book, canned fruit or vegetable can press anywhere to the inside or outside of the right foot. Continue to bend into that right knee. Your fingertips and palms can rest there as well. You can also press the back of your hand to the inside of the leg. So wherever you're feeling comfortable here, coming to your side angle, adjust your base first. Now we're ready to peel open the torso. So really breathe in. Peel open your left shoulder. Again, that left arm can rest up toward the ceiling or into the hip. We're going to breathe deeply here. Inhale. You can turn your head up toward the ceiling or look straight ahead at the wall if you have any neck issues. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Take that cooling breath. Breathe in. Exhale. Take a deep breath in. Slowly exhale. Roll that left hand, the left shoulder down. Go ahead and come into your low lunge. Lift your left heel off the mat and floor, or lower that left knee down into the mat and floor. Using both fingertips, palms, using both of your props to rest on either side of the right foot this time. Lift your head and neck and relax the shoulders. Coming into your low lunge here. Breathing here, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Coming into your cooling breath. Inhale. Exhale. This time we're going to take a deep breath in. Exhale, hop, stop, walk, run. However you can step that left foot forward. Come into your forward fold. Come into your cooling breath here. Breathe in with your small O or tube of the tongue. Breathe in. And breathe out. Slowly breathe in, lifting the torso. Coming into our mountain pose for just a moment. So we're here at our mountain pose. We're going to come into our balancing pose. And we're going to work on our headstand and the many variations of our headstand. The importance in our headstand, we want to make sure that we get a comfortable base first. We want to make sure we're comfortable and we have a strong base. Don't worry about lifting the legs there if you're not already doing that. But if headstand is already part of your practice, feel free to pop right into it at any time. But definitely partake in the other variations. There's more than one way, as the saying goes, to skin a cat. So first and foremost, we're here in our mountain pose. We're going to slowly lift the arms above the head. Exhale, roll ourselves forward and bend the knees. Come all the way down to the mat and floor. Come into your hands and knees, tabletop pose. And another thing, you can always use your wall here. So if you would like to use a wall for your headstand, go ahead And walk your fingertips. I'm going to use this side so you guys can see. Take your fingertips and palms and walk them just a couple of inches, about a good 6 inches away from the wall. Don't worry, your feet will make contact even with your fingers a little bit further away from the wall. So, getting into the headstand, whether you're using the wall or not, bend your elbows and press into your forearms, pressing your palms into the mat and floor. Your headstand, we're going to switch our body weight from the feet to the forearms. So, very important, once you bend the elbows and press your forearms into the mat and floor, immediately start pushing yourself away from the mat using your forearms and palms. So push yourself away. If this is as far as the body will allow you to go, hold here in this practice, pushing yourself away from the mat and floor. Take your palms and fingertips and interlace them together if you want to go a little bit further. Push your forearms away from the mat and floor, your palms. Tuck your chin into the chest and lower your crown of the head into the interlaced fingers. So when you open your eyes, you should be able to look behind you at the wall. Tuck the chin into the chest. We're still pushing away using the forearms. Your head is lightly touching the mat and floor. So the weight of the body is not going to rest into the head literally, but your head is going to gently tap into the floor. So your full body weight is not going to go into the head. Elbows or shoulders apart, we're pushing away. If this is as far as the body will allow you to go, just continue to push yourself away from the mat and floor. Breathe deeply and feel free to use your cooling breath here with your small oil or tube of the tongue. You can always lift the crown of the head and then lower it whenever you need to. If you feel comfortable with putting weight on your forearms, curl the toes under and straighten the knees. You can start to lift and lower your knees. Inhale as you lift, exhale as you lower. And remember, push away using your forearm. The weight of the body will be in the forearm here. For those who are feeling really adventurous within your headstand, you feel really comfortable with your base. And again, if you want to use the wall here, I'll go ahead and show you how you can use the wall here. Pushing yourself away, lowering the crown of the head. If you really feel comfortable with lifting your arms, feel free to start walking your feet back and forth. Walk your toes to the face until you can no longer walk forward. If you would like to use a wall, be very safe here. Make sure you don't have a lot of sharp objects and other furnishings around you to kind of hurt yourself. Definitely be very careful here. Push yourself away using your forearms. No matter where you are, push away. Walk your back into the wall. And you may have to walk a little bit closer to the wall, but push away. Walk your feet until you feel your back press into the wall here. The great thing about that, you can lift one leg and then the other. And you can hold here. At some point, you may want to come off the wall. Come down at any time in your headstand. But again, this is your headstand, so if the feet don't make it there, no problem. Your feet don't have to make it there. Come here and just lift and lower the knees. So go ahead and practice that for a couple of breaths. And remember, child's pose will always welcome you if you need to take that break. Whenever you're done coming into your child's pose, whenever you're done, so remember, these are practices. This isn't a final destination. This isn't an end goal. Everything that we're doing here in our session, in our practice, is a process. So everything is a step-by-step process into something else, into another maneuver. So remember, whatever you didn't do today, you can do tomorrow or the next day after that. But keep practicing the little bits. Keep practicing the processes. You will get there. Coming out of your child's pose, slowly lower your feet into the mat. Go ahead and roll your spine down into the mat floor and straighten the legs out in front of you. Your arms can reach above the head. Your arms can relax beside the body. Just make sure the backs of the hands are resting to the mat floor. Feel free to create any adjustment for your Shavasana, your final pose. If you want to take a blanket, a pillow, and roll it underneath the legs, the knees, you can do that. Add that cushioning. Be as creative and comfortable as possible, especially in your final pose. Flatten your back fully into your final pose. Holding this pose, do not move. Remain in your Shavasana pose. The pose that we've been looking for, our goal, our whole purpose of practice. If you feel any tension in your feet, in your legs, release them and let them go. Feel free if you have any tension in your seat, your hips, your stomach, your rib cage, your chest, your arms, your hands, your shoulders, your neck, your face, on top of the head, as you slowly roll the eyelids fully closed. Above all else, just let go. As you come back to the here and now, allow gentle and soft movement to return to the fingers and toes by wiggling them. Allow the wrists and ankles to rotate in circles. Shaking the head yes, rolling the head no. On your next exhalation, bend both knees into the stomach and chest, wrapping your arms around the shins or underneath the thighs, giving yourself a big hug. Thanking yourself for coming to the mat and floor. Thanking the self for taking care of the self. On your next inhalation, slowly roll yourself to the right side of the mat while you remain in fetal position, allowing for the right arm, pillow, block, blanket to cradle the head. After one or two of your gentle breaths, slowly and gently lift yourself into a comfortable seated position while remaining in meditative state. Slowly roll your arms around the body, connecting your palms at the top of the head. Exhale, press both palms at heart center, Anjali Mudra. Thank you for coming to this afternoon's practice. May you find peace within and without. Namaste. Thank you so much, everyone, for participating in this session. Feel free to take a look back at this playback if you missed anything, or if you didn't miss anything and you want to get back into your practice. Feel free to check out the YouTube page, Delana's Yoga Suite, where you'll find lots and lots of sessions here at Delana's Yoga Suite. You can also check the Facebook page, same name, Delana's Yoga Suite. Feel free to share and like any and all of the videos and things that are put up there, all the goodies that are really good for us mentally and physically, and feel free to share them with friends and family. All of these online sessions are free as of this moment, but donations are accepted. Feel free, if you would like to donate, giving offerings of gratitude to paypal.me/Delana's Yoga Suite. Also, feel free to make your appointment to come in for Delana's Yoga Suite's yoga class and sessions, as well as Thai massage services offered 7 days a week. You can come to the studio, or I can travel to you anywhere. So you can look up and find out all the great goodies and classes and sessions that are happening here at Delana's Yoga Suite at www.delanasyogasuite.com. You can always reach me at 301-221-7050 if you have any questions, comments, or if you would like to also schedule your yoga class and session and or Thai massage session. So as well, we're on the mat here with our yoga. Feel free to get that relaxation of your other mat practice of Thai massage. It's a really great way. It's a fully clothed massage. Masks are worn during the sessions, both in yoga classes and Thai massage sessions. So we are definitely COVID prevention friendly. We also take extra measures to make sure that you're safe and healthy here at the studio. So with that said, I thank you once again for sharing your time and your space with me, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you so much. You have a good moment, a good day, a month. Bye-bye.